Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Go Mango Toku Cast. I'm your host, the Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Strange Words.
And Makotoa.
Guys, welcome back. On the show today, we will be taking a look at Uchuu Sentai Kyuranger Space 30. Oh! And it was so good!
Wow.
And it was so good!
It was... We are going places... We are going places so far away from the Naga stuff, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's a plot thread that we still haven't covered yet.
No, yeah, because like it's we're dealing with the main plot while leaving a side plot unresolved. We haven't done that in so long.
It's so weird, yeah. But
yeah,
refreshing.
Oh man, it is.
It's nice. I'm not gonna say it's not,
right?
Because it is. And I mean,
yeah,
like right out of the get-go, we finally get to see, I guess what happens immediately after Lucky, takes a bullet to the chest.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty much dying, and then I don't know what it was about this episode, because the acting is the same as it's always been, but I think it was the inclusion of the character of Orion. His interactions with Tsurugi and Tsurugi's interactions with Lucky that really sort of validated a lot of what Lucky did this episode and his normal, luckiness, his lucky attitude. That, I don't know, there's something in the trifecta of those characters interacting that legitimized just, I don't know, the stuff that we think is normal and gimmicky.
The stuff we didn't like about Lucky that we weren't so on board with is a little bit more enjoyable in this episode.
Clearly, they are such good characters that they just make Lucky seem like a better character just by being next to him. It's
no, honestly, Orion, he is by far, far and away the best human actor we've had, and I think what really sealed it for me was when Lucky gave his catchphrase. There was something different to it. There was some pretty nice build-up, but Orion, he just sort of chuckled at it. I don't know. He realized there was sort of a charm to it, and you know what? I feel it too. I'm A-okay with that.
Yeah, in the way that you said Tsurugi and Orion were kind of talking about Lucky and how. Yeah, man, he's he's something else. He's this weird kid, but also he's got that charisma. And it was almost like parents talking about their kid or something. And it just felt like, all right, the show has acknowledged that Lucky is not your normal guy, and it's kind of it's not trying to justify, or I should say say that him being so obnoxiously enthusiastic is normal. It's more okay, we've got characters that are yeah, this guy's weird. What the heck? Are we really going to entrust him with the future?
Fate of the universe and this crazy guy. Maybe.
It wasn't really that. For me, they had that question there, but for Tsurugi, we've seen him kind of grow with this character, grow with Lucky, and kind of know more about him. But it wasn't until this episode we had a perspective, outside looking in, what the other characters are thinking about him. We haven't had that recently. Yeah. I feel the most recent we've had for that was when Hammy really wanted to be leader, but then, Pegason showed up, and then this adventure, that thing. Yeah. That was a while ago, but now we see this coming. We see the older generation sort of acknowledging Lucky and what he's about, and sort of giving context to why everyone's so behind them. Because we can kind of, it's clear, or it's easier to get over why his peers would be, not just backing it up, but tolerant of his antics.
Yeah.
I guess. But to see these adults kind of like watching him do all this weird stuff, it's a little jarring until we had this scene here. Mm-hmm. You know, they told us, oh, this is why, and this is kind of why we're behind him, because you know, he exudes just so much positivity that luck falls into place because of it.
It was kind of like this clash between, well, what's reality versus ideals, and it was kind of a question of like, is he really the real deal here? Or is all this just kind of a front or something? But like, Lucky is genuine enough here, and I think everyone kind of rallied around him, especially. I guess you're right. Tsurugi has already had like time to get used to him as well and get to know him. So I just really felt it came together really nicely. Just the whole dynamic with everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And there was a specific scene that I liked during the fight where what's his name? Don Armage. Yeah. They were just wailing on them, and he's like, "Oh, you're so desperate that you'd hitch everything on one miracle that you think is gonna happen." And they were just so entirely sure that Lucky was gonna come back and make it.
Oh yeah.
That they were like 100% conviction for, you know, just going all in on this one bet. And I don't know, it grabbed me emotionally.
After they, like, especially because after they demorphed and then they were bloodied, man.
Oh, like, my goodness.
Their faces were wrecked, you know?
Dude, their skin was frayed. Production and, like, the makeup team that episode, on point.
Yeah.
Good job, fellas.
And it just felt like they had just been put through the ringer and they're still not giving up on Lucky.
I know, yeah.
And it was just, it felt real good. And then when
you got that typical line of, "Oh, haha, you really kept us waiting, didn't you?" But it felt, you know, you still felt it. Mm-hmm. That cliched line wasn't wasted. I loved it.
Yes. And
I
was just gonna segue into the payoff, which was the it did not disappoint.
No, oh man, that new form is crazy good.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy good.
I was not expecting him to and I love how Alex said it immediately, and I was thinking it was he's pretty much the character from Fate Zero. He's, what was his name? Gilgamesh, yep. Yeah. He was the archer in that
pulling out that gate of Babylon.
Yeah, pretty much just random warp gates that have weapons that just fly at the opponent.
Well,
and not just that, just portals in general.
Yeah.
Like the guy that tried to attack him at first, he's like, no.
That was great.
And then opened up a portal in front of him and behind the other dude. Oh, that was great. Yeah, that was great.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you I guess with these kinds of power-ups, they just immediately know what they are capable of. But like, you know, you didn't have Lucky just be like, "Whoa, I can do this." No, it's just like, portal, take your own medicine. Like that. I mean, I love it either way.
Yeah. No, like, I feel like it works here just because, like, it's not necessarily to me that it's like an inherent thing. It's just like, oh, here's what I want to do. Also, this is the miracle form.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hope that this works, and it will.
There you go. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Then he warped by the enemy, like, as well.
Oh, yeah, it was, like, hella floaty.
And I think I remember when we first saw the suit, Corey. We first saw the pictures of the suit on like, Twitter or something. I said, how much do you want to bet the little capes on the back become like tendrils that can attack? and they did. I mean, like, it just seems like every time there's a flowing cape or dreads, I guess, or
did X8 ever attack anyone with his dreads?
He grabbed him with his dreads and threw him around. Yeah. Yeah.
Toku.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like a scarf. Anytime there's like just this appendage that's just there, or fabric, it just attacks. It's just.
I was honestly hesitant to pre-order the red, the Orion red, and Ho-Oh Soldier for the Soto line. But man, after seeing this, I'm like, okay, I'm all in. I want a regular Shishi Orion, and then I want another one so I could just maybe try shaving off the Shishi part and having like this Orion figure. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, they'll probably come out with one, right? Like,
I doubt it.
No.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
It's a beautiful power up.
Great
really
looking
is.
power up. Good cape.
Yeah.
Good cape.
Yeah.
Very good cape.
What did the new Q-Tama say? The Miracle Q-Tama was like, hey, or like,
Let me see.
like, what's up?
Yeah. Wasn't it Superstar Change or something too?
I think
yeah, Psycho Change. No wait, Psycho Change. Yeah,
Psycho Change.
Psycho. You know,
the ultimate.
Yeah.
All right.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to touch on the death of spoiler alert for anyone. I mean, I don't know. Look, if you're here, our recommendation is to watch it. So go friggin' do that, because we're about to spoil it. We're about to spoil something that happens.
Spoils.
After that dope fight happened, we immediately cut to this rainy scene. Suddenly, and oh shoot, Orion's dead.
He's just keeled.
He kneeled down.
Keeled over, and just died there.
Yeah,
like just a flesh wound, right? Like, because earlier when he shielded, I think it was everyone or just Lucky. Either way,
he shielded Tsurugi.
Oh,
or he yelled Tsurugi, but like he shielded everyone.
Yeah, and it pierced his shield and like got him in the ribs or something, and he he muscled it off like it was nothing, and then just like
How do we feel about history changing now? Because instead of Orion passing on the legend, it's going to be
oh my gosh,
both
I can't
Sho Lompo and Champ.
Wait, Champ is what? I thought it was just Rio Commander.
No.
Champ was like, no. Rio Commander had this, dope exit thing, and then Champ was like, wait. I'm staying too. I gotta research some stuff in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went and said, we'll probably find a way back later. And then I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
I just think to the point in the episode, and I guess shameless plug to our reaction video, which you can watch
definitely.
And actually hear him say this. But when right when we were getting to that point or something, the lineup, right? And you were like, dang, we're running out of Rangers. Like, because everyone's like, they're hospitalized, back in time, or turned evil, and now we've got another couple of individuals in the group going and staying in the past.
I hate how we keep sidelining Champ, by the way. The episode he got brought back into the team after he was destroyed. So we had a whole time of him being destroyed. Then we brought him back, but then we immediately sent him off on a mission with
oh my god.
I think it was like 10 big gold and silver. Now they're on this mission. And he's like, yeah, I'm staying in the past.
It seems like there's significance to it. Like, so
yeah, there is, but like a lot of his stuff is happening off screen.
I hope
and
not.
I think for that arc that he's going to go through, a lot of it's going to be off screen until we want to touch on it again, because there is the mystery of what happened from past to present, and I feel like the present people need to find that out.
There is so much going on now.
Yeah,
it's
and what there is something really that changes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not that. But like if you take Sho and have him be the one that passes on the legend, who tells the woodland fairy girl?
Yeah.
Right? And then, because like she was taken aback by Orion.
Oh yeah.
Is it gonna be? I don't know. That was just a small thing.
I don't imagine that Sho's gonna live for the entire time. That 300 something years.
No, he's not, because they're gonna come back in time. They're gonna go back in time. They're gonna find a way back.
The dragons, easy.
Oh yeah, dragons last a long time.
Yeah.
He's already old though.
I like. Why wouldn't you just leave the robots?
Yeah.
Well,
why not just leave the robots?
One of the robots is currently dealing with Naga.
Yeah.
And then
No. Like they had two of them there, Champ and Washi Pink.
Oh yeah.
But you can't just leave Raptor behind. She's the one who does all the ship stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jordan, going off of their assumption that, like, they'll meet again or whatever, or like they're working in they'll be alive. They'll be alive in the future. I mean, unless they aren't, and that's the mystery that's set up, and they have to go back in time again.
Didn't we already do this just a minute ago, where like a secondary team went back and they're like, wait, what happened to the first team?
Yeah, I know, but we could touch on that way later. What if like Champ gets reprogrammed into a villain?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be cool.
There's just
oh,
there's so
many things. So many things.
It's really hard to predict what's going on, really.
Yeah.
It's
well, I know what's happening next episode. They're definitely resolving that Naga
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
But,
hopefully. I don't know. This show's been surprising me.
Which I mean,
week after week.
Yeah, like the way that it sort of left off was with going back to the present and having Naga show up as one of like the
like Alex during the watch along, he was like, "Oh yeah, what if Naga? What if instead of Don Armage, it's Naga?" And then Naga's the first one to show up.
Yeah.
In that plot twist. Oh, the villains are still here, and then we were like, "What?" No, but then Don Armage was back.
But
how do we feel about that? Because I was kind of expecting.
I kind of expected it as well, because I'm just like, this is halfway through the season, and they killed him in the past. I feel like that is way too easy and doesn't wrap up enough things. Also, that would mean paradoxes.
Yeah, no, tons.
Yeah,
tons.
It's
like, even if they passed down the legend of the Kyurangers, they never would have needed to form again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah,
I don't know. They're doing a real good job of just sweeping under the rug a lot of the really timey-wimey stuff and just going with what sort of makes sense, like what blanket makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll say this repairs that part. Okay, close enough. Like, and then the rest of it can just fall into place. And on top of that, you got Lucky, and you could fudge it a little bit with, oh, it was lucky that this sort of, I feel like they definitely went for a really tough maneuver and stuck the landing pretty well.
Yeah. And
this could have gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And I'm so, like, generally that's not something you would praise a show for, but if it's Sentai, who normally gets it wrong, and that's their norm, to have executed it so well, props.
Yes.
Mad props to this show.
Very much so, and like even though the sort of characters that were just sort of background or to help, they still stood out to me in some ways. Like I still keep an eye on like everything that that Spada does, and
because you're a stalker. What?
Because I cosplay. He's my guy. I like him, but like he was putting in the effort for this episode. The actor.
Everyone was putting in work.
Everyone was, and like the moment when like right immediately when they went down and he was mocking them for putting their trust in Lucky. I think it was Stinger who just like, I don't remember what he said, but it was very.
I'm still so. To me, for all the focus that arc got, it's still the weakest. Like in terms of his relationship with the rest of the crew, I feel like the development there is still the weakest. Like during I stand by that there wasn't enough time given to establish like a basic sort of, oh, I don't want to work on a team. Oh, now I'm part of a team. There wasn't a really like you belong sort of thing, you know?
I feel like it's because we didn't get enough time to develop we're partners now between him and
I'm hoping that the Koichi directed episode of Stinger will remedy some of that, but as it stands, and like taken as a whole as well, because we put X8 up to the same standard. We did not watch any of the side stories or anything. So as a whole, I still feel like it's the weakest. But again, that's a small minor thing compared to all the wonderful stuff we've gotten. Everything else up after that, like, it's landing solidly.
And in some ways, I don't even feel that upset that like my two favorite characters, Spada and Garu, haven't gotten like good development highlight. Like there was a highlight episode for each of them, more or less, where they kind of were,
where one of them cross-dressed.
I mean, for Garu, it was kind of a laugh out loud. I don't know, joke episode.
Not for Garu. I mean, I think that was a torture episode for Garu. That was very unfortunate.
Yeah. He was tortured. When he saw that again, he killed himself immediately.
I remember you.
Yeah.
So
actually, do we have any final thoughts? Because we are running a bit long here.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts on this episode? It was a really good episode.
Phoenix Kyutama seems like it's probably going to use the healing power sometime again later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Lucky
there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, Lucky didn't die, and it's because Tsurugi saved him and didn't die as well, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So, guys, I think that just about does it. If you like this episode, we want to talk about it with you. Tell us in the comments down below what you thought about it. And like this video, if you like this video, it's very simple. It's a very simple process. I don't know that I need to really explain it to many people. Subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Our Kamen Rider build episode 3 review is coming up today, so that should be there. If it isn't already, just go check it out on the channel. And also, we got the cards working, so if you hit that eye icon at the top, you can watch the Kyuranger watch along, and then you can watch the build watch along.
Oh yeah.
And then you can watch the build review. So if everything goes right, if I've done everything right in the future, those should pop up in sync to what I just said. Anyways, guys, I think that just about does it. Stay juicy.
Yeah.
See ya.